and welcome to another JavaScript tutorial with Ezekiel the Mac. If you like this video, please smash the like button, rate, comment, subscribe, and share. Now today we're talking about JavaScript classes. Now what are JavaScript classes? Well, classes are templates for JavaScript objects, and I'm about to illustrate exactly what I mean. Now let's examine the code in front of us. This is the structure or standardized structure of a class. So we have the class keyword, we have the class name, which in this case is student. We have the two attributes of the class or variables that are intrinsic to the class, namely student name and student age. And we have what here is called a constructor. Now, 9 times out of 10, not all classes have to have constructors, but 9 times out of 10 you'll find that most people use constructors, and more often than not a constructor is intrinsic or exists as a part of a class. Now what is a constructor? Well, a constructor pretty much initializes the variables and attributes that are a part of a class. So in this case we'd initialize the student name and we'd initialize the student age. So if I can go ahead and give you an example of what I mean, if we wanted to instantiate this particular class, we'd assign it a variable. So let's just call this stu for argument's sake. We'd say stu equals, and we use the new keyword anytime we're instantiating or creating an instance of a new class. So we'd say let stu equal new student. And let's just say for argument's sake, call him John Smith. And he has an age of 25. Put the semicolon there. So basically we've used our constructor and supplied arguments of name and age to the attributes that are specified above in our class. So name, that is a parameter, will be passed to the student name attribute of the class, and age, which is the second parameter, will be passed to student age, which is an attribute also of this class. So what if we wanted to see these details rendered on screen? Well, we'd use what we call a method, and methods, like constructors, are inherent aspects of a class. So say we wanted to call this one get student details, we would do the following: get student details, curly braces, and we're returning this student name. And note that I'm using the this keyword, and this keyword is just a reference to the class name. So in other words, you're saying student dot student name, student dot student age. But it's common practice to use the this keyword when rendering these details. Okay, so here we have student name first of all, which we're going to return, and we're going to concatenate that with the student age. If my cursor doesn't run away. This student age. All right. We'll save that. So once we've obviously instantiated our new object, which is called stu. So if we want to reference this particular method of the class, we use dot notation. So we'll console log and then type stu, and then up pops get student details. So it recognizes that it's an intrinsic part of this class. Okay, so we'll save that and run it. Okay, and on the screen we have John Smith 25. Now what if we wanted to create another one and another one and another one and another one? We can do that. So all we need to do here is to copy and paste that. I think we'll do another one for good measure. So we'll call these ones stu2, slip of the keyboard. And we'll create another one called Stu3. And for student 2, we'll just say Beyonce Knowles. Why not? Yes, I'm a fan. And for the third one, we'll just say, we'll call him Barry Johnson. And we'll make him 27. So we'll overwrite the previous example that we did with student 2, which should now return our details for student 2. So we'll clear the console, run this, and we have Beyonce Knowles, which is student 2. We have her name, and we have her name, which is obviously Beyonce Knowles, and her age, which is 37. And we'll clear the screen again and do the same for student 3, who is namely Barry Johnson, who's 27. And let's see what the console gives us. We run this, and it gives us Barry Johnson with an age of 27. Now, that's one way of rendering details of a class on screen. Another method that is often used are what we call getters and setters. Now, what are getters and setters? Well, getters and setters pretty much set the value of a particular attribute in a class, and getters return the value of an attribute in a particular class, and setters set the value of an attribute in a particular class. So let me illustrate the meaning of that. So if we wanted to say set student name, for example, we would do as follows. Set student name, and the parameter that we pass, we name, and here we say use this keyword again, as we did previously. So this student name equals our parameter above, which is name. And for our get method, we use get student name, get student age. Oh, no. I'm confusing myself. Get student name. This time we do not pass any parameters because we're just returning the value of the student name. So we say return this student. This student name. Okay. And we can also do the same for age. So if we copy and paste this down, we can say set student age and pass the parameter of age. This student age equals age. And here we say get student age and return this student age. Say that. Hopefully I've done that correctly. I haven't made any mistakes, hopefully. So here, this time around, when we instantiate the class, we're not going to pass any arguments initially. We're not going to pass any arguments initially when we instantiate this particular object of the class. So what we're going to do now is access our set variables. We're going to say set student name. Let's just say for argument's sake, we'll call her Beyonce Knowles again. Set the name. Set student age. say 33. Right, so what we've done here is we've set the student name, which is here, and we've inserted Beyonce Knowles where the name parameter is. And here we've set the student age in the set student age method by inserting the value of 33 into the age parameter for the set student age method. So now what we want to do now is utilize our get methods to retrieve or get the values back. So we're going to utilize get student name in the first instance to return our student name. And now then we're going to get student age, which in turn will return the student age. So we're going to console log this to the screen, and I'm going to be using backticks so that we can access our variables in quotes. So use backward quotes or backticks as they're known. And so we'll say student, or just simplify things, just say name, and then we have a $, curly braces, and stu, get student name, and then parentheses, have the spaces, then age, colon, $, open curly braces, stu, then get student age. Right, so here, just to reiterate, we're utilizing our get methods, namely get student name and get student age, to return our student name and student age respectively. Okay, so that appears to be in order. It looks fine to me, and we'll run this and see what it gives us. Yes, and it gives us a name of Beyonce Knowles and an age of 33. So that, in a nutshell, is how classes work in JavaScript. That's how you instantiate a class with a constructor, and that's how you also use getters and setter methods in JavaScript classes. If you like this video, please smash the like button, rate, comment, subscribe, and share. Till the next one, see you soon. Peace.